Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hello, the Chaucer. Hello, Master Maticus. Hello, Xenothought 2. Hello, random dude lurking in chat. It is indeed spearing time. It goes well. I too am a little surprised it's only day 54. So the old stream title stays whenever I relaunch OBS, like, the next day, and I update the stream title with the current day. We only did 2 days yesterday, which I guess we did a lot of fighting and stuff in 2 days, but hello, Bardouchebag. That's right. Smells like team spearing. All right. Mighty Morphin spearing. There are many songs and catchphrases we could adapt to the way of the spear. Okay, so last we left off, the squad has gained a few new young cultists, prime for sacrifice. We've grown in number, and I think the team is in a pretty good state. We've only got room on the squad for one more brother. Your spearing animal is a sturgy? Love it. Love it. But yeah, the team is in good shape. We are, I think, this stream going to go on a grand adventure through the wilds and collect much treasure. Oh, and we even got, at the end of last stream, very exciting. Where is he? Yeah, we got a non-lowborn with the dumb trait, which can be converted to a cultist. And he's a good one. So, very exciting. We needed a couple, fatigue neutrals to kind of round out the squad. I think that'll be an excellent addition for when we start progressing. We also need one more brother to be able to pick up like crossbow and firearm mastery. It's possible maybe I could make Ixax some sort of handgun, big chunky two-handed weapon hybrid that isn't like my forged frontliner. I guess he still could be forged and I just like really use him passively. I don't know, kind of an interesting idea, but maybe the possibility is there. In any case, I'd like to purchase one more handgun before we leave the south, and I think I'm going to accept this contract from Al-Hazred that takes us to Al-Hazif. It takes 3 days by road, but we're just going to cross through the desert. Do we have enough food? Yeah, we got enough food. And, okay, all right. So this is interesting. Yeah, horse with no name, notably. So probably I'll accept this contract because I want to get the reward from it. I suppose. Thinking about it out loud though, it's not a super relevant accessory for cultists. The biggest benefit it would have would be to put on a spearman when we're fighting against zombies, so that, they don't lift their spear wall from a Geist scream. I suppose that makes it worth it. The other option is, I'm planning on making our spear bros also have hammer mastery, dual purpose, and so we could just do this one as well. Because they'll be reaching that point pretty soon. Not sure which of the two we'll end up doing first. Since we're going out into the wilderness far from civilization, there's not as many undead there. It'd be pretty rare for me to take this ambition, but I think I'm going to. Let's do it. We of course still need to get warhammers for the team. They're a bit harder to acquire, so we might have to purchase them, but you know. If Goblin can ride a wolf, why is there no knight? They do reference riding horses in the Battle of Many Names, but who knows why they're not along anymore. Hello, Akibio. Yeah, the run goes well. It had a bit of a rough go early on when we had a pretty bad fight against that noble army. Actually, I think you were there for that one. You saw the travesty that befell us, and the team struggled a little bit to get back on its feet, but ever since getting there, it's been smooth sailing. Okay. I could have maybe chased after those peasants. I also could have maybe followed the nomad footprints earlier. Oh well. Okay. Easy contract payout. So they have ambush trade routes here. No cultist in the bros for hire. Drive off nomads, so this will probably get rid of the settlement condition. Deliver cargo to Hikmah. That's pretty far away. So I'm not going to do that one. I probably could do the contract to drive off nomads so that we could maybe buy a handgun. I'd like one more before I leave, as previously mentioned. Sure. Let's do it. Oh, it's nice and close. Okay. The other reason I want to do this, not just for buying the handgun, but if we're going to make a trek through the wilds, we're going to need some more tools and some more food. And so, by clearing the ambush trade routes, we'll be able to buy those for cheaper as well. Oh my goodness. This again. There's Ifrits. So we're gonna back it up. Pretty fun terrain though. This is one of my favorite terrains in the game, the Oasis tile set, and it's so rare. Like there are so few spots with Oasis on the map, and I feel like if I am on this terrain, probably fighting snakes. So it's amazing I still have a positive association with it, if we're being honest. Because, you know, snakes. That is what we are doing. Girl, who was you playing with? Back that squad up. Back the bros up. Alright, so it looks like a few of them decided to follow. Follow me this way. Which is fine. That might be the first hip-hop reference that I've caught. because it was, you know, on the radio in the 2000s. Apparently other hip-hop references have been made. Right over my head. Hey, Bruleza, thank you for the sub. Any out-of-the-ordinary fights planned for this run? So, we have not found Kraken or Library. However, we did spot the Witch Hut. And you know, I haven't done the Witch Hut yet in this Winstreak series. It's not a particularly profitable fight, but we can still do it. And so, because we can, we will. What does the Witch Hut even give? So it gives an item that in concept is very cool. It gives an item, a dagger, where when you kill an enemy with that dagger, they will rise up as an allied zombie, which is really cool. The downside is, in doing so, one, there's like a delay for it to happen, so it can be a little awkward. Two, enemies that kill it, of course, can get positive morale from that. And three, if it was going to drop, say, armor or weapons or things like that, it no longer will when it comes back for you on your side. So that part's a bit of a bummer. Okay, there's some fighting going on over there. I'm just gonna keep shield walling to make sure that they... I wonder what the hit chance is. 14, yeah. Oh, interesting that this appears. I never noticed. If it's armor hit for blah blah damage, blah blah damage. So in the combat log you can see what's happening even in areas you can't see. I suppose people who do like third-party fights regularly might already know this. Oh yeah. Huh. If the zombie kept following you after a fight, you could raise an army, right? Wouldn't that be cool? I'm sure Legends has it. Actually, I think it literally does. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. The Nomad's whipping the off, yeah. Whipping the Ifrits off screen. If it is conceivable, Legends has it. Pretty sure that's true. So this little group of nerds here is taken care of. I might pull out the military picks now on the old Spear Bros. What if there was a greenskin origin? Right? What if? Wouldn't that be cool? It would be. Is the answer. Legend says champion necromancers. Vanilla has champion necromancers too, actually. don't think I need to shield wall yet. You've never played vanilla? Oh wow. I feel like there's quite a bit you're missing out on. It's a pretty good experience, pretty fun game. But to each their own. You got a few famed daggers from Champ Necros? Yeah. Who do we think is winning? Previously, I thought it was basically always the Ifrits. But we have seen a few times now where the Nomads have won, which is incredible to me and utterly bizarre. Yeah, if the Ifrits, right, because they're like on, yeah. I agree with you, the Chester. I think because they're already over here, they must be winning, right? Presumably. You have 350 hours on Legends of Zero and Vanilla? I would say give Vanilla a try. You might like it. It's a different kind of game. Are Ifrits immune to pocket sand? You know, I don't think so, but they definitely should be. But I guess I'm not positive on that. Ooh, that was a lot of Nomads that just died. I think the Ifrits are winning. Hello, Blackfire. Welcome, welcome. They should level up on pocket sand usage. We should. There's a lot of death happening. I mean, I guess I could run forward. I don't know, 12 enemies still? Hello, Bijante. Fans and haters both welcome to like. Guess I'm just gonna keep shield walling here on Crackalack, here on the front lines, waiting for one of them to... Yeah, okay. That's the one that I anticipate is gonna attack me, but we'll see. There we go. Interesting that it popped out way over there. I mean, whatever, works for me. Chonk. Four enemies remain. They're still fighting. Okay. There might be too few Ifrits remaining to even recombine. We'll see. If only we had the Kaka. True, though we would have used it already, and we'd at least see the terrain of the battlefield. Though we wouldn't still really know what was happening. Okay. So there's 2 of our enemies as the top one. Oh, okay, he's right over there. I see. Oh, and he's a big one. For some reason, I did not anticipate that being the case. Should we put the zoning bro here? Let's put him here. Put Crackle back there. Number is always hard to say with Ifrits. True. You never know how many Ifrits there truly are. Maybe they have like a hive mind, and there's only ever one true Ifrit at any given moment, you know? Actually, I shouldn't even attack it. You jerk. Firestarter Bill offering to be a hater. How lovely. It's hard to find good haters this day and age. Just kidding, actually. The guy needs a nerf? I don't know if that's how that works. All right. Not bad. Not a terribly exciting fight, but that's okay. For our first fight of the stream, sometimes it's nice to, you know, just be an observer. Just watch the battle take place. Okay, so let's ask ourselves the hard question. If we buy a handgun for 3,700, does that leave us with enough money to comfortably go on a Wilds adventure? I guess first things first, we can sell some stuff. And I think we put the 3 out of, yeah. And actually, on this bro while he's leveling up, I might give him the flail. It might be more useful. Tall, handsome, great Battle Brothers player. Happy marriage, friends. Well, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Not without my problems, believe me, but. Check the recruiter first. Yeah, so we did look quick, but just to double check. There's no cultists. We could try out maybe nomads and beast slayers to see if they're dumb, to round out the squad. Honestly, could look at a manhunter too, especially one this cheap. This one is so cheap we might not even try him out. We might just hire him and then fire him if he's bad. So what if I did that, right? So I'd look at paying 139, 196, 145. So close to 400. It's like 750, something like that. Best viewers and most polite haters. True. Best viewers, right here. Yeah, I guess that might still be fine to do, and then I can still probably purchase this. I do want to craft the reinforced nets and buy some nets. Do we need a second gun? We don't need it. I just want it, is the thing. I just want it. But we don't need it. Hello, Crackalack. Yeah, that's the thing. We really don't need it. I can probably pretty happily just keep the one and make two more traditional thrower / one-handed weapon kind of bros. Yeah, let's see. Let's see first. We're gonna first check out the Manhunter. He's okay, but not good enough. So, no, that's not. That is. That is not the one I wanted to click on. I wanted to sell this and leave the net. Buying it back. That's a shame. I just threw a little tiny bit of money away. Worst Manhunter you've ever seen? Yeah, he wasn't great. We could maybe check the super cheap caravan hands too. All right. So let's hit the tryout button and we're just gonna see how this guy is. All right, not dumb. Not dumb. Not dumb. All right, so kind of wasted some money there. That's okay. Let's make these nets we have reinforced. Let's buy all of these because we're gonna make good use of them. We'll buy tools. We will buy food. Boy, that dried lamb's super expensive, but screw it. You know what's funny, Raywen, is that I feel like I can read that in Karen voice, and it works pretty well. Is it arena time? Well, arena was in Al-Hazred. We did do one arena fight. It went pretty well, but we're not gonna make our way back there right now, but later. So I guess it's not second handgun time. I think that's fine. We'll be just fine with just one. We really will. Good luck on the brain damage, Blackfire. You're looking at a 1 in 11 chance. The first time. All right, so Crackalack. We're gonna give him Nimble. He's gonna be our incredible Nimble tank. He's gonna have gobs and gobs and gobs of fatigue to work with. So he's gonna be able to probably shield wall and indom on a lot of turns. We can take this armor off of him and then transfer it to someone who needs a bit more protection. We can give him a set like this. And actually I might swap the helmet to something like this. Nice and defensive. He's gonna be nimble on the front lines. Should be good. And I think it's time to go on an adventure. I don't think I need to buy more ammo. I think we're good on that. Okay. All right, so let's just head to the far edge of the map and see what we see. We probably won't start out with an Orc Sea of Tents fight. What's the green potion? Which one? Oh, I think I know what you're probably referring to. These two? Yeah, so this is poisoned oil. You can craft this out of web-necked oil. It can be useful for arena fights, but that's kind of limited to that. And this one's an antidote, which you can actually use ahead of time. Like if you're about to get poisoned when you're fighting goblins. I think it only costs 3 AP. I don't know. I usually don't bother. That one gives turtle power. Turtles in a half shell. Okay. So let's venture onward. Yes! Yes! Show him the darkness. A few brothers come to you looking rather worried. They say that Lord Jingo has been sitting with Master Maticus for a few hours now. When you ask what's the worry, they remind you that the cultist has a scarred forehead and speaks of incredibly strange things. Yeah. Those are the demands of Davkul, an example of one's commitment. You do not understand what could possibly be wrong with that. You go and see the two men. Master Maticus looks up at you, smiling, and says, the cultist actually has a lot to teach him. Perhaps he does, but you know Davkul's presence need not be felt in all, and if it is desired, if it desired being forced upon the world, it would be a misapprehension of Davkul's purpose. Let's show him the darkness. Why would you ever not convert? That's a great question. I can like kind of imagine fringe cases, but nah. Perfect. Master Maticus. Where is Master Maticus? Here. We'll put CC, converted cultist. You wouldn't want to convert a sacrifice? Even then, you still could, right? Like, yeah, if they were a level 1 cripple and you wanted to sacrifice them, you increase their wages slightly? I don't know. You can still sacrifice. You can still sacrifice cultists. Great. Actually, that's a very good thing. That, let's see, and notably, the last sacrifice was day 42. Day 63, we're gonna have a potential for another sacrifice event. So we're gonna make sure that all of our non-cultists are happy. So at some point, Akibio is gonna need to be present on the battlefield instead of one of the cultists, just to make sure they're getting, you know, out on the battlefield and winning battles, improving their mood. Don't we need a second for the other hybrid range bow? Like a second handgun? Yeah, I just didn't want to get so low on money. Yeah, we would like to. I spent the money on other things, rightly or wrongly. We can always get another one some other time. Probably not going to do an Orc Sea of Tents quite yet. I don't think the squad is ready for that. Okay, so let's definitely bust up this camp. Come here, berserkers. These fights are pretty easy, so. But can go wrong? True. I mean, that is true. They can go wrong. The possibility exists. The spear wall sound, ew. All right. You can hate on the slurgy, but you can't hate on the spear wall. Respect the spear wall is in one of the chat rules that you agreed to when you came. Let the record state. That's right. Blackfire and Bruleza. They get it. They understand. Yeah, the heavy flail or the mansplitter hitting someone, for sure. That is definitely spooky. So we're gonna make good use of one of the three-headed flails, putting him right up in the face of enemies trying to flee. It's a pretty good use for him. And that's why you take 9 lives? Exactly. Exactly. You like the flails for captains and noble armies as they never have headgear? For sure. Definitely. Yeah, so the sergeants in a noble army always go into battle without a hat. Are they briggies? Oh, we missed our 95% chance on the, oh. How did I know the two-hander axe Zerk North wouldn't run? Because Berserkers don't have an AI script to even be able to run. They literally cannot run. They only fight. So, you know, most enemies, when their numbers get dwindled down low enough, they will, they'll run. Not Berserkers. They literally never run, and they like can't. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, main character energy from the captain, exactly. It's like in an RPG, like an ARPG, when you click the checkbox to hide your helmet so you can see your, you know, head microtransaction. That's what they have. They paid $1.50 for the brain damage scars on the top of their head, and, you know, they want that to show up. Yeah, you didn't know how, yeah, you wouldn't know unless you've looked, like I have. But it is thematic, like it makes sense that they literally can't run. They're berserkers and they're gonna fight to the death, even if they're easily spookable in the moment. I actually think it would be cool if berserkers had a similar effect to the anatomist potion from the ancient priest, where you can go to breaking but not fleeing. I kind of feel like it would be cool if berserkers were like that. So yeah, the Zweihanders have one of the swaggiest, best helmets in the whole game. Okay, so Kill for God is going to be an interesting brother. He's got fatigue for days, for years. His melee skill's a little low, but we're going to compensate for that by giving him Backstabber. He's going to get it eventually. I may as well grab it now. He may end up... We'll see. We'll see what ends up exactly happening with him. They're often better than the famed nimble helmets. They can, yeah. They can be. They're super good. Love me some Zweihander helmets. They're so good. You know what else is good? Handguns against orcs. Their helmets look awful? Get out of here. Their helmets are beautiful. Yeah, it's a crime against fashion up there. I agree. The Zweihander helmets are superb. Peak fashion, if you ask me. And the spear wall advances. Yoink. Oh, then I can't follow up spear wall. Well, that's awkward. Fight is nearly over. Pretty clean. I do have the recruiter, yes. And arrow 1. Though, we're very close to getting rid of it. We only need to recruit one more brother, and then we'll be full. At which point we can just get rid of it and replace it with a retinue that's more useful for, you know, going around on the map. I don't know why the AI thinks that wasting 4 rounds to flank is a good idea. That's a good question. It did not serve them well here. We took a grand total of 32 damage, taking out that roaming army. Ixax has leveled up. Very nice. Ooh, this is tough. So the thing here that's tough is we're definitely leveling up this and this. And I really want to take the +3 melee defense, but this 29 resolve is looking me in the eye like this could be your only chance. And I think that's actually more important. You know, this is the kind of brother that, for example, we would want to bring with us into the library fight. Assuming we do the library fight, which I would like to. And the downside to having low resolve in the library fight is all of those horror checks. So I think I am still going to patch up resolve here because it's just way too low. And this bro is going to be very similar to Akibio, I think. Probably kind of the same build. Could be different. I mean, I think it probably would have been different if I had purchased that second handgun. I might just stick with the one. Realistically, after this adventure through the wilds, I'm probably going to shoot out somewhere on the north part of the map and probably stay around there for a while. Am I going to take Fortified Mind on that, bro? Ideally not. Just because there's so many good perks. Yeah, ideally not. So, we'll probably... Yeah, I'll just grab Gifted, shore up more stats. Probably not bother with the handgun. I think there's going to be too much stat need to pull off the handgun that we're not quite going to hit. But that's okay. Alright. This is a nice little camp. Pretty far from civilization. Not one of the Sea tents. So, named item chance is lower, but it's still pretty decent in that type of camp, so. Alright, Zenithop 4. Need to think long and hard about what I'm really doing here, because I've got a very similar thing with Zenithop 4 as I do with Kill for God. In fact, they're really similar. Like, really similar. Overall, stat-wise. Zenithop 4's melee defense looks more impressive, but realistically, they kind of got the same thing going on. They're, like, really similar, actually. And yeah, I don't know. Long and hard, just like a spear. That's right. I mean, we may be able to make some sort of fatigue, forged fatigue bro, which I normally think is kind of a. Let me put it this way, I don't think it's as good as like a sword master or something like that, but it can be okay. Is the assassin helmet good? Yeah, it's very good. And I might just grab Backstabber. I mean, that's what we did with Kill for God, and I think that's what we're gonna do for Zenithop 4 as well. I think he's gonna need it. Yeah, the assassin helmet's really good. As is the assassin's body armor. Okay. Let's get Xerxes up there. How is Xerxes' defenses? Oh yeah, that's right. 85 hit points. But no 9. That's okay. And I'll probably end turn right there. It's a pretty good spot to get another blast in next turn. Oh yeah, assassins are very difficult to kill. Okay. Do I recommend putting bone armor plating on a nimble cleaver bow? Yeah, bone armor plating is good. You don't have to ping me, by the way. You don't have to put my name. If you just ask a question, I'm gonna assume it is at least, you know, I would be a viable person to answer, but I'm sure other people in chat could have other ideas too. But yeah, no need to put my name. You don't have to at me. I'll respond. Slurgy stare. Like the Care Bear stare. Does stare mean something more than more than I know? Oh. Whoa, Ninja Turtles. Okay, that's really cool. Just a funny looking emote. Okay. They're making their grand flanking maneuver. I'm mildly concerned about that one. So I'm glad I was able to push it off. Okay, we're sort of split up into little mini sections, holding off the orcs. Working pretty well. Berserk should just charge head-on, non-stop, and never flank. That would feel more thematic. It's probably true. Bow would have been useful here. True, actually. God-awful mac and cheese. How is that possible? Actually, I had mac and cheese for dinner myself. Not something I eat too often, but I worked a bit later today, again. And picked my wife up a bit late. And we just wanted something quick and easy. So mac and cheese was our choice. All right. Another orc camp down. As previously mentioned, there was a small chance for a named item there. Didn't happen. So, Schrodinger. It had real packaged cheese, and that ruined it. Oh, yeah, no, you don't want the real stuff. Give me the powder any day, you know? Actually, that's not true. I really love, like, Velveeta. It's not good for you, but it is good. Big axes for days. Yeah, we got some man splitters here. Pretty good weapons. Pretty good weapons. You did indeed state your position on this previously, Bijante. It's true. Okay, so Schrodinger here. We got 2 perks left. I think the last 2 perks are going to be Underdog and Hammer Mastery. Underdog is kind of a, at first blush, kind of a weird one. It's not Underdog for their spear duties. It's Underdog for the hammer duties when they need to be doing that. So we're going to be grabbing Underdog and Hammer Mastery, but first we're going to grab Hammer Mastery. The reason? Well, we got this ambition. So we want to work on the ambition. No other reason. And we're going to need them to have quite a bit of fatigue and hit points and resolve. So I'm happy to level up kind of whatever level's highest for a bro like Schrodinger, who's got a lot of stats. And he's looking pretty dang good. Is a 2-handed hammer good into orcs? Yeah, it's not as much for the armor pen actually as much as the armor destruction for the 2-handed hammer anyway. I mean, I guess it's both. If you want armor pen, the 2-handed mace is a little bit better. But they're both good weapons. I don't know, Edna 6000, we could be calling it craft dinner, as the Canadians do. Alright, I guess we'll just keep heading north. Orcs have so much HP that total damage matters more in most cases. Yeah, they have a ton of hit points. Ton of hit points and a ton of armor. So the 2-handed hammer does pretty good work against him. The 2-handed mace, the big advantage is the daze effect. Not that stagger from the hammer isn't also good, but daze is particularly useful. Do I run the mod that makes the cook and blacksmith operate as advertised? No, I do not. And the reason I don't is because that would, although it is definitely like a bug and it's not working as it's supposed to, at the same time it makes the game easier, and my goal with this Winstreak series is to prove that every single origin can be beaten in a row without any mods that make the game easier in any way. So, how would a noble army stack up against orcs? That is a great question. That's why I want to do a little bit of a Battle Brothers Battle Arena. As I've kind of alluded to previously. All origins can be won as long as you get good. Exactly. Exactly. You wish there was a mode for battle scenarios? So there's a mod that exists that you can set up pitched battles. I don't think it's like super intuitive to use based on my very cursory exploration of it. But I was thinking probably so timeline wise, I leave on for a vacation at the end of January on, well, I leave the country on the 22nd, but I'll be leaving town on the 21st and probably packing on the 20th. Anyway, my thought was once I beat this origin, there may be a few days for streams where I don't want to start a new one, and that might be a great opportunity to, you know, do some Battle Brothers, you know, Battle Arena something, I don't know. You have no interest in playing Manhunters? So Manhunters is actually pretty fun, even if, I mean, this is the world of Battle Brothers is brutal, so like, I realize the irony to saying this, but like, the premise is a little bit gross. Like indentured servitude fighting feels a little bit different than down on your luck joining a mercenary company, even if it's a fine line. But it is just a video game. And I'm gonna... The thing is, too, is that like a really good indebted is kind of an important grow. So we're gonna be treating our indebted when Manhunters rolls along, not as, you know, expendable troops. Exactly. A lot of them that are good, we're gonna be protecting quite a bit. So it's a hot take. It's not a hot take to say slavery isn't cool. I mean, right. Fair. I mean, I'm mostly just replying to the, you know, it's just a video game response, which is true. I mean, but still. It's a very American thing. I mean, that's fair. I think that's probably true, actually. That is probably a very American thing. Chonk. Get an infinite stream of naked dudes you can send in with spears. Yeah. But the thing is like, because you get that stream, at some point, you get a diamond in the rough, you know? You get a really good brother, and you want to keep them, right? Like, they're important. They're good. Any new fames today? No, Lord Jingo, not a one. We've busted a few camps here along the edge of the map, where the famed item chance would be much higher, but unfortunately, nothing yet. A little bit of bad luck. I don't know what the famed percent chance would be for these camps. It'd be pretty good actually, because it's the like second from the highest orc camp, despite being a pretty easy one. Yeah, Raywen, exactly. Exactly. Okay, and our food situation is only okay, because a lot of this strange meat's gonna go bad. So... we may have to kinda start making our way back here soon. Just talking about food. You know, the team is apparently eating well, though, because we got good food variety. Yeah, let's put a hold on the real world slavery discussion. Let's just not talk about that anymore. Let's talk about something else. Consider that a warning. Feels like you're in a slug stream. Why is that? Is that... There is a lot of overlap between our audiences. Still enjoying your Dagger Stone Shard build? It died. So, Slugzoo's stream often gets super philosophical. Man, I must catch it at different moments from that then. I feel like whenever I'm there, it's like mostly all memes and Star Wars jokes. What got you? What was it? Actually, I just got in over my head where I had... I was fighting a necromancer and got stunned in a really bad moment when I couldn't put up a new like little geomancer rock, and then had more than one enemy attacking me at once, and I wasn't ready for that. So, am I playing Iron Man and Stone Shard? Yeah. Because I'm an idiot. Okay. So this is a pretty big Ancient Dead army. Schrodinger here with Hammer Mastery. I think we can send into battle with this military pick. The other Spear Bros, I think what I might do is just give them a Mansplitter. Time to use the water? Nah, we're gonna save the holy water for Monolith. We demand shiny loot. We demand shiny loot. I don't think we're gonna have as much need for a tank in this fight, so I'm gonna put Crackalack on the bench. We're also not gonna have as much need for throwers. So let's pull out Ixax. We'll give Xerxes these heavy throwing weapons. Xenothop 4. Let's give him a big old chonkin Mansplitter. Okay. And we're just gonna spread the battle line kind of far apart like this. And I think that's probably all we need to do. We got a smoke pot on the banner, just in case. Maybe I'll put a smoke pot on Xerxes as well, on the other side. Why so many Mansplitters? Kind of just because that's what we have in our inventory, if we're being honest. But also because it's good against Ancient Dead. It's just like a good kind of all-purpose weapon. These bros that are, you know, the Spear Bros have a bunch of fatigue, so they're able to wield them well enough. I mean, at some point, they may get stammed out, so. So many men to split? Exactly. All right, here we go. Luckily got there before nighttime. So we're gonna wait here, wait for the priest to probably put down miasma, and so then we can move out of it. He did not move out of it. Okay. So we're gonna bias upward because that's kind of where the priest is and where their forces are concentrated. Nice. Nice sniping, Xerxes. Okay. And kind of want giant spruce either like way up here or way down here, because he's got the Zerk chain and flail mastery. Well, hey, little Suze. Do you want to sit on my lap? You can. Susie has made an appearance. Yeah, she's a good girl. Hello back, Dark Paladin 037. Excellent. Sorry to hear about your PC not working, that sucks. Let's see. Zoning Bro does have Nimble, okay. Have I found your dumb bro? Yeah, we found your dumb bro a little while ago and then you died. You were just too dumb to live. All right, many men to split here. So let's get to it. So, if we make melee contact, they're going to push forward slightly more aggressively. When I do so, I'm going to want to do so with the brother that can withstand melee contact best between Master Maticus, Ragged Edge 82, and Vance Lightning. Probably that is actually Master Maticus. So we'll take one step forward, but we're still gonna wait because we don't want him to get that kill quite yet. You accidentally destroyed your power supply cable? How does one accidentally destroy their power supply cable? That's not what you want. Alright, glad there wasn't a successful morale check there. Oh my, Lord Jingo. I should have paid a bit more attention to the impact from equipping this heavy lamellar armor, because he's gonna only be able to attack with the hammer. At least on this turn. Let's do destroy armor. And take that out so the dog can finish him off. With a razor blade. A little sus. The Man Splitter. Splitting the mans. As advertised. Oh, come on, Ancient Legionary, you can die. I believe in you. You know it's rough when Slurgy pulls out the Fodder Man-Splitter build? Not a Fodder Man-Splitter build. These are just Man-Splitters we happened to have. These are mostly like our Spear Bros and stuff like that. Okay, so Master Maticus, I don't think I'm gonna use the attack on this Ancient Legionary. I'm actually gonna have like the banner attack, and then he'll follow up with something else. Let's see. Moving here will help protect the dog on this turn. I think it's probably okay to put this brother here. I have to be a little careful. AP economy is overrated. Soft agree, actually. well, that's fine. Alright, let's get Lord Jingo up there on the northern flank. Yeah, we just need to support that bro a little bit and he'll be okay. Exactly. Exactly. Instead of the blue skip turn button, Slurgy often uses the red skip turn button that comes with the dog. That's funny because true. Okay. So we're gonna have to... Yeah, we'll push forward with the zoning, bro. Is Ancient Undead Armor any good? Yeah, the stuff that comes on Ancient Honor Guard is not bad. Only early game? Yeah, I mean, it's... it's not bad. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't have good, like... It's very heavy. Oof. Many bros are skipping their turn this day. But not Kill for God. Do I put the zoning bro all the way up here? I think you can. Yeah, that was my dog. You're still mad you're the only person puncturing honor guards for money? It's so spooky. Yeah, their armors do sell for, you know, a decent payout. I will give you that. What's the opinion on claims that you look like a battle brother and that you cheese the AI with Spearwall? I know it's held by at least one person. The funny thing is, the statement "you look like a battle brother" is when I was figuring out emotes and I was like making the custom ones, like for example, this one. I, you know, had like a small picture of myself that was like at approximately the angle of the direction that a battle brother's head faces. And so I was like, well, I wonder if I just sized this, how it would fit on the Battle Brothers like preset arms and armor, and it fit like perfectly. Which then made me realize, like, you know, the very, very, you know, Germanic heritage that I have is probably on full display in that regard. Okay, so. Unfortunately, no named items this go around. We got some pretty good like items, you know, the valuables down here. So that's kind of nice. We're kind of at a point where we're gonna start running out of many uses for money though. But we did get this War Scythe, which actually I do kind of like, because we've got a couple polearm brothers that have lots and lots of fatigue. And so those brothers will definitely be able to make good use of those. Fix Jingo? Oh yeah, we're gonna fix a lot of people here. We're gonna have to sort of re-equip the team. So we're gonna have to do a handful of things here. But yes, Jingo is one that stands out. So this heavy lamellar armor, we're just gonna move over to like Kill for God. We'll give him something a bit lighter. So thank you, the Chaucer. That is something I made note of, and we do need to do it. We gotta sacrifice Dumbros to Davkul for named weapons. Yeah. Money can buy those fames that refuse to be part of the loot. True. Very true. Okay. First things first, I'm going to fix up all of the kind of weapon stuff. Then we'll come back and fix up did I not have? Oh yeah. Alright, so some of these bros that got kind of hurt, we'll pull them out. Do I ship my shirts abroad? No. This is, though this shirt came from like a thrift store for like, I don't know, just a couple dollars. Almost all my clothing either comes from thrift stores or church rummage sales, which is maybe a very uniquely American thing. But it's like a one-day thrift store put on by a church. Maybe it's like a Minnesota thing, or like a Midwest thing. I'm not sure. Okay. People live in Minnesota? Apparently. You could have fooled me. Okay. Okay. Something like this should work. Thrift shops are insanely expensive around there? Interesting. Okay, so how's our food situation? Kind of bad. Guess we need to make our way back. The one bro needs his flail and shield back. Yeah, well, so that was Nexator, I think, right? I think it's, yeah, so I realized we've changed what his loadout is. I think this is probably better, actually. But good call, Crackalack. That is something I certainly maybe would have wanted. Okay. Oh, and I guess we got this injury on Vance Lightning, huh? Yeah, that one's kind of no good. Pierced hand on Spear Bro is really bad. Really wanted to get the next level on him so we could get Hammer Mastery for the ambition, but that's okay. We definitely want to get that ambition complete because come day 63, a sacrifice could happen at any moment. So getting those ambitions completed will keep the team happy. Oh my goodness, it was in the clouds, so I almost missed it. The black monolith is here. So we ran into it. Very nice. So, black monolith updated to found. Here it is. So I suppose the fastest way to return to civilization is going to be to head to Tonder up here. And then we'll hopefully be able to buy enough food to make another journey. We'll see. It's always nice to find black monolith, just because, I don't know, I get a little bit just worried, kind of, when we don't. You can't rally dogs? Correct. You cannot rally dogs. Yeah, we got ourselves a warlord fight. And on this fight, what I might do, the Red Knives camp, it's maybe not the most efficient use of this, but again, to keep our ambition train a-rolling, Ragged Edge 82, I might give this Potion of Knowledge. And so with this enhanced learning, he'll get more experience from this fight, and we can hurry up and get Hammer Mastery. And then, yeah, then we'll have the ambition complete. Sweat beads for him when you're at day 135 and don't know where Monolith is at? Yes. Yes, indeed. And we've got a few good bros sitting out, so... have to be, you know, a little careful this fight. We will have a few orc warriors to take out. You're lazy and use the uncover legendary locations mod if you can't find it. Fair enough. I couldn't fault you for it. Alright, so if we move Schrodinger here, we completely stop this little section from being able to be made through with the orcs. Of course, they can still sweep around here. So maybe I'll put like Deep Space Cowboy or Crackalack. I suppose just Deep Space Cowboy right there. But that's totally fine. And then I suppose that means Ragged Edge 82 will go here. Let's go ahead and put Deep Space Cowboy here now so we can end turn. And where do I want the gunner? Maybe this hex? I guess we can wait. To lose the streak because you can't find Monolith would be terrible. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I spend some time seeking it out earlier. And the idea there is I remove that component from my future planning where I can just, once I know where it is, I can continue the run kind of as normal, trying to be efficient with fights and whatever, instead of wandering around. Okay, so we definitely want the gunner and more forces concentrated to the north. To the point where I might even put the gunner here. But I'm not really going to be able to get good support up there. A warlord with a man-splitter is a spooky sight. Yes. Yes, indeed. So I might still put Xerxes here. Nah, too juicy. Let's get Giant Spruce with this big old Zerk chain up there. Okay. Can be a little spooky as soon as they shield wall when they try to run in, because, you know, even against a bro like Schrodinger, who's kind of insane, we're not able to hit that 95% hit chance once they use shield wall. So even with, you know, this is post-confident, but 94 melee skill, again, after confident, we still, you know, they've got a okay chance of breaking through. You know who can't do that? Barbarian Chosen. They don't have shields, so they're a lot easier to keep out. An overblown threat. Alright, Ixax I might have attack the Warlord. Kind of just to chonk his armor. As weird as it sounds, I'm going to run Ragged Edge 82 up here, but still Spear Wall. The thought there is we're gonna prevent, whoa, this guy from running, and now I guess also hold off the Warlord. I guess the downside is he could rally this Orc Young. Still have the fact that the Warlord's shoulder pads are heater shields. Holy shit. They are heater shields. Dude, that's cool. I did not know that. Never noticed. Put you in, coach? Yeah. I mean, Crackalack can tank on the north side. They just didn't push through anywhere. Should continue to guard this northern flank, though. Orc armor is just a bunch of people's armor duct taped together. Yeah, I read that in the lore. I have read that. Seen that that's a thing. You dagger down an Orc Warlord for his armor in the first run? Oh no. Spoilers. You don't get it. You don't get his armor. There is no armor to get. I love that you tried though. That's fun. Are we getting a famed here? Maybe. So I am gonna push Choppy Cat up, and the reason is, in doing so, this Orc Warrior will no longer be able to do Line Breaker, because he can't push Crackalack anywhere. So we can keep shield walling. We may as well pull out the Sipar when we do it though. We don't want the cleaver to hit our, that is the one like vulnerability of a nimble tank is, you know, cleavers, right? So, but his hit chance is going to be really low. Let's see. Yeah, 6% chance. Maybe shouldn't have let this happen. Akibio is very vulnerable to this. I'm kind of tempted. Let's see. Let's take a moment to think about this. He has a dagger though. Yeah, I mean, we could pull out the dagger and do 2 attacks. The other alternative I'm thinking is just ending turn so he's higher in the initiative order to be able to be bailed out with a smoke bomb. But what was our hit chance? 79? Yeah. Nexiator is also, these bros are not who we want in melee there, like at all. Giant Spruce would be much better. Alright, Schrodinger's gonna pull out the old hammer. Master Maticus is gonna get up there with that warrior. And Ragged Edge 82 over here. God, this could be a very spooky... Well, gotta do what we gotta do. Xerxes, I don't know. Maybe I do... I'll wait. Wait till the armor gets stripped off. No, they do not all have 9. Was that enough armor I can pull out the arming sword? Probably not. Nothing ever goes wrong when you surround the two-handed an Oracle Warlord with his two-handed hammer that hasn't attacked yet. Right. Oh, we can't be missing the 95s. That's not good. If only we had a whip. Indeed. So despite this saying armor falling apart, I actually think it probably still makes more sense to pull out the Warhammer there. So I'm a little spooked here. Jesus. Well, Akibio. So the sad thing about that is that was preventable. We could have made it so that that wasn't possible for this Warlord's turn. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I have a feeling, based on what's sitting on this hex, that Akibio probably isn't just gonna walk this one off. Just a hunch. Here we go. Just a scratch, a missing finger. Yeah. Just a flesh wound, technically true. All right, using that destroy armor. Not as good on the pick as it is on the Warhammer. Run him down. The obituary got to be a few pages long at this point. Yeah. How good was he? He was fine. Not too exciting. Hold up. What? Damn, we didn't even get a hat for that. Put the head in ice and it can be reattached. Yeah, there's a little, kind of a gap here. You're noticing a certain lack of zoning-related brothers? True. I think we had the zoning bro. I think we still do. I think you're just sitting on the bench right now because you got hurt. Yeah. The zoning bro is, you're still alive. You were just, you took a little damage, so I was making sure you didn't die. Slurgy creating opportunities to spend that money. You worried about accruing? True. But you know, that's one fewer bro that we need to convert. So, yeah, you know. You're seeing sand in arenas. Okay, so. That was unfortunate. Bros dying equals good. I mean, there's a silver lining, of course. Okay. Ragged Edge 82 did not level up from this one, but we made more progress. The interesting thing, though, is that, you know, he didn't even choose to use the round swing ability, which does do less damage. It's possible that had Akibio been hit by a round swing, he might have lived, but the split man ability, he wasn't gonna live through that. So he like specifically, you know, targeted one bro, which is kind of interesting. He wanted his head? Apparently so. He got it. It fell right off. And to think, we still kept the helmet. Alright. So we gotta level up on our like mace plus shield bro here in Deep Space Cowboy. I think we'll take the juicy +3 in hit points. Getting out round swinged by the Orc Warlord clearly would have been better. I mean, he would have maybe lived through it. That's all I'm saying. A little spit and shine in that helmet would be good as new. Yeah. Might have to, you know, dunk it in bleach first, but, you know. Is what it is. Alright, Deep Space Cowboy, I think I'll grab Pathfinder here on this level. For the fights where we're going to pull this bro out, Pathfinder will be very useful. Kill for God. Yeah, interesting. Now we may still be able to use this fatigue yet. I don't know exactly what this brother's going to be still. I think we're going to swing back and grab Colossus though. Part of him will always be with the next user of the helmet. Indeed. Next Itor. Another +2 in melee skill. You love to see it. I think this bro, I'm going to go ahead and grab Quick Hands. And should I give him... What would happen if I had this? Yeah, it's not quite usable. This is fine. He said he loves shrimps, yeah? I mean, shrimps are great. I love shrimp. Why did we take Backstabber on that bro? Which one? We've got Backstabber on a couple bros. Kill for God. So this is going to be a TBD exactly build. It may end up being some sort of like forged damage bro, which is kind of gross, but you know, is what it is. So we want to make sure that he's able to pull out good damage, so we gotta get Backstabber. He's got really good melee skill for level 5, but growth potential is maybe a little bit limited, so I got it hedging on not being able to pump his melee skill as much in the future and just getting good use out of him now. Spear wall is indeed stupidly efficient. I agree. Alright, so we're going to continue our return to civilization here. Maybe we'll take... Let's see. Whoop. We'll take a route through here. Get at least a little unexplored battle site. Promising. Hey, hey. Overgrown foundations. Seeing these bros are still getting fixed up. And we definitely want to keep fight density high, because we are nigh approaching day 163. Alright, so those 4 enemies, my guess is that's going to be 1 Necromancer and 4 Geists. Could just be 4 Geists, but I think enough time has passed that we're probably past that point. Alright, so we've got the Decayed Coat of Scales here. So this armor has 240 durability. This is a nice armor. We like this. We're going to try to get this one. The Gunner being able to do more damage on top is going to help get us there. So I'm thinking of moving this bro forward because the Necromancer wants to possess the target that is closest to your formation. And so by moving him forward 2 hexes and then Ragged Edge 82 to like here, he's gonna possess one of these. Let's just go here. Oh! Whoa! These are nachos. That's not what I expected. Okay, works for me. Hey, good night, Bijante. No, love you too. Love you too. Love for all. Spunk Muppet, bringing the love. Yeah, the famous Slurgy shirt store. What? That's cheating. You can't do that. Rolled a 99. What is this nonsense? You're new to this game? How are you enjoying it so far? Are you having fun? It's a good game. But it can be, or seem, cruel sometimes. Hey, Grib! Hello, hello. Alright, we got a tasty handgun shot right there. And we've got a second fallen hero here. Unexpected. You like it, but you can only handle it for an hour at a time? That's fair. It can be a lot to do too much of it. That's true, there is a big boy mace. So I'm gonna kinda run the squad north. Since these two are running around here, we want this fight down here to just not happen for a little while. Not right away. So we're gonna retreat around there. Do you buy most of your gear or try to loot it? We try to loot most of it. There are definitely pieces that we can and do buy. At a glance, what have we bought that's on the team? This handgun, for sure. That might actually be it. So generally speaking, if you can manage it, you do want to try to loot gear from the battlefield. Oh, the fire lance. Yes, we also bought a fire lance. Good call, Crackalack. And the fighting spear? I don't know that we bought the fighting spear. I think there was an option to buy a fighting spear, but I think I looted that. From a nomad leader. I think that's true. Though I did want to buy one. And just didn't. Let's see, how's our spear durability holding up? 87. Yeah, but I mean, for what it's worth, I did say I want to buy this. So I think it's not surprising that, you know, you thought maybe I had. Because I did intend to. So Ragged Edge 82 we could run up to here and end turn, or to here. Because this guy can only run 3 hexes. Let's do that. How fast is Master Maticus? Kinda slow, like a little bit slow. That gun needs to get blasted. It does. This is a really, really tasty shot. Yeah, didn't hit too many. Not as many as I'd have liked. Yeah, the only other weapon we've got that hits in an AoE, basically, is Master Maticus's What's it even called? It's not a sword lance, it's a war scythe. Yeah. Alright, so let's hold off this fallen hero now. So I guess I could move up with Schrodinger. Exposes this hex on Kill for God, but actually I think that's fine. Actually, maybe I can just go this way and it no longer does. And I kind of like being on that hex because in the future I might need to repel to push this fallen hero away. I like it. Nope. Maybe should have held it there. %chance miss. Unfortunate. Could push him with the shield. I kind of want Ragged Edge 82's fatigue to stay high though. So I think we're just going to try again next turn on Kill for God and Nexiator. Alright, still another good handgun blast. There we go. You think we just kill the fallen heroes in this fight rather than knife them down? No. We want those armors. There we go. We've got a few bros that have been a bit too vulnerable. And it would be very good for the team to get those armors. So we do want them. So we are still gonna knife them down. Still a lot of zombies to take out, of course, but I think the team can do it. Still got a couple more turns of Spear Wall here on Schrodinger. Could even put Deep Space Cowboy up here. Engage directly with that dude there. But how do you do this? Unfair. Alright, same deal as last time. I am not going to bother doing the knockback because I want that fatigue saved. There's a lot of zombies left. True, there are. You're not wrong. There are a lot of zombies left, but I still feel confident that the team can handle them just fine. Might be about out of ammo on Xerxes. I suspect that may have even been our last shot. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Okay. So I think at this point the team can just push forward. Engage directly. I'm not going to put out any dogs because I don't want... Dang. I don't want the dogs out disrupting this beautiful thing we get going here. Okay, so could run giant spruce over here to this fallen hero and start the daggering on this one. We're gonna dagger him down, like both of them, is the plan. So giant spruce can get started. It's gonna be a pretty durable bro that we put in a spot between them. Like this hex right there. Have to be a little careful with that one. Could Choppy Cat get in on this? I suppose he could. That sword, the arming sword hitting Choppy Cat is kind of, love that. That's who he would choose to attack because I've got the Rally the Troops perk, so it's like basically a guarantee. Not too much melee defense. You can only, I don't know, it's probably fine. I think it should be fine. And I guess Ragged Edge 82 can hold for one more turn. Oh, that's annoying. And we are indeed out of ammo. But that's why he has jabs. Very nice daggering there. Get back down. Alright, Zenithop 4. Definitely not putting him in that hex. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could put him there. These two are going to go before the Fallen Hero. And he's got Backstabber, which is going to be really good for these attacks specifically. No, he's too vulnerable. He's got like a nimble armor set, but no nimble. He's not suitable for the task. Nope. Right. I guess, in retrospect, that was a thing that could have happened, huh? Could throw a smoke pot on the banner, too. Good. The team is all stammed out, and it's very sad. But I'm lit tired. Well, have a nap. Then fire the missiles! Can anyone name that internet gem? That's a classic. Alright. And we got a shiny as well? Well, well, well. So we got 2 Decayed Coat of Scales. They are not quite as good as the Decayed Coat of Plates, but they are still an excellent piece of armor nonetheless, as a sort of transitory, transitionary, whatever the right word is, transitionary forged armor. End of the world, that's right. End of the world.swf, Shockwave Flash, for you fellow olds. And we got, honestly, King Leonard's wall is a really good named shield. That's really solid melee defense. Hell yeah. Got that, and shield skills build up -2 less fatigue. Grab all and move on. Well, if we hit grab all, haha, can't fool me, game. Now we can grab all and move on. So that is a excellent, excellent, excellent shield. We can put that on a great many a bro, actually. There's a lot of good choices, and we are going to make good use of named shields in this run. So, unironically, because I know sometimes shields are very bad to see, this is a pretty good one. Is that mace better than the spiked one? Sure is. This winged mace is just a straight upgrade compared to the Morningstar that we had previously. Still only one? Yeah. Just the one. The next possible one is on day 63. Also, Akibio, you died. I don't know if you saw that. An Orc Warlord split your head right off. So, yeah. I might put this on Schrodinger. He's such a high value bro. Yeah, it's also a higher durability type of shield. Yes. So the fact that this is a Sipar and it has 60 durability, especially on a named shield that is good, you really do want it to be a base that has high durability so that it doesn't just get like immediately destroyed by some errant, you know, axe shield split ability. And these Decayed Coat of Scales are going to need to get fixed up. So we'll put one here on Tom Cruise. And then the other we can put on some bro that is still coming up to speed. Like Zenithot 4 here, who's got gobs of fatigue. Let's just give him the whole set. Yeah, generally, especially for a new player, I would recommend ignoring initiative on your level ups. Later, you may come to change that. In fact, in certain builds, you certainly will. But early on, yeah. I think it's best to simply ignore initiative when leveling up. All right. Hello, Roxanne, it's me. Yeah, the team's doing well. Let's see, how's the team's mood? Yeah, they're still unhappy about the death, but otherwise, not too bad. We will want to get the Zoning Bro and Vance Lightning back on the battlefield sooner rather than later, because they've got these, you know, wounds and injuries, but we want to keep them happy. In fact, I might put the Zoning Bro out and replace one of the cultists. I guess that'd have to be Master Maticus? Sure. I might swap that back, depending on the next fight we see. Do we even have a 2-candle bro yet? No, we don't. In the first sacrifice event, we got very few candles out of it. And the candles we did get were fresh ones. So, if you could ask, what have we missed? What have you missed? Akibio perished. We bought a handgun. We busted a whole bunch of camps on the side of the map and didn't get like any named items from them, but we did get a named shield just a moment ago. Okay. Got some gobos here. Definitely gonna fight these. Gotta pay your taxes then? Exactly. Okay. Have them shoot into our kite shields. Could just put Schrodinger all the way up here. Kind of like that hex form. Let's do it. I want to make the rest of them run forward. Yeah, it's too bad Choppy Cat has this broken knee. This is the kind of fight where we would love to have a ranged defense banner moving forward. I'm half tempted to still just take anticipation on him. I don't know. Probably won't. This crossbow with crossbow mastery can one-shot a goblin to the head. Sure can. Sure can. Probably could have actually moved forward slightly smarter there. Okay, got one. Time to find that fixer potion to replace his knee. That would be great. That would be great. Get him, Zenithop 4. Get him. Lost a Doge. It's too bad. You just learned that the Brigand Marksmen get Bullseye after day 20 the hard way? There's another... I've mentioned Feeding Friendly's Meet the Fencer video in the past. He's got another one. I forget what it's called. It's about the Brigand Marksman though, and it is so, so good. There's a... I don't know the original video, but it's in Spanish, but it's translated into English incorrectly. It's very good. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah. Took little bits of scattered damage there. So, to remove a few of these sort of crummy items. Alright, that'll work. How close are we? Oh man, Ragged Edge 82 is so close to level 10. And when he hits it, we'll be able to complete our ambition. And not a moment too soon, because we're fast approaching day 63, where we could get another sacrifice at any time. Okay, so let's talk about the zoning row, and what exactly we want to do with him and how we want to finish him off. So, this is level 9. We only have 2 more after this. He doesn't have a ton of fatigue. So there's no benefit to getting Zerker Frenzy, but I think he's got enough that along with a nimble armor set, he's actually pretty okay to keep using this Man Splitter. We can continue to make him kind of pumped up stat-wise. And so final perks, Pathfinder should be one, absolutely. Yeah, so he does have club-footed, so Pathfinder is going to help sort of compensate for that. But also, you know, just helping move up and down terrain without the additional AP cost. This is around the time in the campaign where I definitely want to start getting more Pathfinder, so I think that's a pretty good choice here. So he's going to get 2 more perks by the end of this. If he didn't have Paranoid, it likely would have been Dodge. That one's not going to happen here. So his final 2 perks are maybe going to be like utility related. We might give him like rotation, actually, and I don't know what the last one will be. Rotation plus something. Underdog or backstabber? It's kind of tricky because we're not going to be putting him in positions where underdog should be too relevant. But backstabber, he doesn't really need the stats because he's going to end up with a really good melee skill value. Polearm Mastery? Not terrible. Not a terrible choice. I don't hate that. I mean, for what it's worth, I also don't hate underdog or backstabber. I think those are three very valid choices. And that's going to be a problem for future Slurgy. And we'll have to decide, you know, based on, you know, the sort of state of the company in that moment, so. Who knows what it'll be? He could take Fort Mine and have like 80 plus resolve. He could, actually. Like, I don't hate that. Oh, a bunch of thugs and poachers on a hill, so this fight's actually gonna be somewhat annoying, but this one's just, oh, but we're on the hill with them. Polar Mastery saves fatigue for him to use the Man Splitter more easily when in combat. True. That's true. Alright, let's let those marksmen make their attacks. Poachers, not even marksmen, just poachers. Time to punch down again? Oh yeah. We're like punching to the floor here. We are the law and they are the criminals. Yeah, he does already have the Goblin Pike, though, you know, that can change, of course. Yeah, exactly. We could give him a stronger polearm. I don't know. I think these are all, I mean, you're all saying very smart and good things. They're all insightful and have merit. I don't think any of them are like bad, so. Definitely want to make sure we end this screen with the signet ring. Otherwise, I'm not too concerned with what I see there. Okay. Or just get Berserk. Nah, I think he's got so little fatigue, there's not too much value in it. Okay. We're gonna get one of those perks that give sort of extra stats, essentially. It's either gonna be Underdog, Backstabber, or honestly Fort Mind. One of those is almost for sure gonna be it. Okay, so we've got ambush trade routes and unhold attacks. I think this could be a pretty good place to sell stuff. It's a tier 2 city, if we can get rid of the unholds. I think that's actually pretty good for us too. We are going to be going to a taxidermist, so, you know, potentially we could craft something from those unholds that we fight. Alright, so I think we're for sure going to be fatigue neutral here on Zenithop 4. Hey, +4 on melee skill. You love to see it. We'll go and grab some more hit points, because Forged Bros love hit points. Contrary to popular belief. unless you've got additional fur padding, your forged bro is in need of more hit points than your nimble counterparts. Because enemies that are a threat to the forged bro are those that hit both armor and hit points in equal measure. Whereas nimble brothers basically always have their armor stripped before enemies start getting into the hit points. So the worst case scenario for a forged bro actually kind of goes directly against their hit points. Colossus then? Yeah, I think we're just gonna grab Colossus here. We're definitely gonna get it eventually, and since this is kind of a very good bro that we're leveling up and training, now's as good a time as any. Xerxes, our gun/thrower. He needs, what, Steel Brow and Quick Hands? No, he doesn't need Steel Brow. 9 lives will take care of that. 9 lives will take care of the errant hits to the head. Deciding between hit points and max fat. I'll just grab hit points, make sure this bro stays alive when it's a +4. I think if this were a +4, I would have taken it. Okay, so this level, we have kind of a choice. We can either increase the value of fearsome on the handgun blasts, or try to increase the damage of the throwing when he does that. So we'll probably just grab fearsome though, I'm thinking. That's gonna be the best value out of these handgun blasts. Quick Hands then Battleforge. That's probably the route. Actually, even Battleforge doesn't provide meaningful returns until you get to like higher values of armor. So I think I'll probably do, I mean, Quick Hands I think is a good choice, but I would probably rather have Underdog over Battleforged, most likely, unless something changes for this bro's loadout. Ixax. We'll go ahead and grab Throwing Mastery, and I think we're gonna keep pumping up his hit points. So I think let's give him the bundle of heavy jabs. Let's give him this knife. And then we can move just a set of regular javelins, whoops, here on Xerxes. All right, Advanced Lightning still has that pierced hand. Is there a reason I'm increasing his melee attack? Yeah, he's gonna be a true hybrid where we're gonna be having him both throw and do some mixing it up in melee. So, yeah. We're expecting he'll use it. It's gonna be less value than his ranged skill though. All right, Giant Spruce here. Love to see that +3 there in melee skill. So this is kind of a weird, unique bro. Let's take a moment to think about what we're gonna do with him. I think this is a bro that we're not gonna take 9 on. And because he's got such a huge pile of hit points and very good defensive stats, and probably not putting him in too dangerous of positions. So we're going to have 3 more perks that we can assign for this brother. If we're gonna make good use of the flail, it's pretty hard to beat Headhunter. And honestly, even Headhunter is kind of fine for the polearm. Not as much against Ancient Dead, but against other enemies, it's still pretty good. So this brother might end up grabbing Headhunter, and then this brother might go Zerg Frenzy, actually. Or possibly just like Backstabber Berserk, or... That might end up being it. Fearsome? I think on this brother... Probably not. I prioritize Fearsome pretty highly on bros that I expect to get multiple Fearsome procs in a turn. So a brother with a axe, for example, taking Fearsome, like a two-handed axe, Fearsome can give 2 Fearsome procs, and so that's really high value. On the gunner, you know, obviously being able to do like 6 Fearsome procs in one turn is incredibly high value. The ones that can only do 1, it's a bit of a harder sell, but I'm not sure. Like, my opinion on that fluctuates, and I'm not sure what the right answer is. Is there a point where increasing melee skill becomes redundant? Not really. Okay, so let's hunt down on holds. Let's free up just a little bit of inventory space. We're just gonna sell kind of some dumb stuff, even at not great prices, but this is just to set up for the future. And I'm gonna grab 1 set of ground grains, just in case this is an obnoxious contract to complete. Yeah, sell junk so we have room for unhold loot, basically, exactly. Okay, come here, unholds. You cute little giants. Okay, I was gonna say, these tracks are going real far away. They can't be far. And it is day 61. Let it be known that Davkul could take a brother at any time. Any hammers I have? The only hammers we've got are the military picks. Do unholds drop fames? No, they do not. Okay, and it is dawn. I kind of want to put Vance Lightning into this fight because I really want to make sure his spirits are high because he's super important for the team. So I want him contributing to, you know, as many battles as we can manage. So I'm going to put him in battle, but put him in a slightly safer position. The rest here are all cultists. So their mood is less important to me prior to the potential sacrifice event. So we're playing around it a little bit just to make sure, again, trying to keep fight density up so that we can keep the mood high. You mean like two-handed hammers? No, I don't have any. Dark Paladins volunteers as tribute for the next sacrifice. Would you like to claim a sacrifice, bro? Consider it done. They help a lot versus unholds? Not really. Stagger is fine, but the damage of a two-handed hammer against an unhold is like worse than any other two-handed weapon. Can I check fight density? I don't know that we've had a bro that's been in every fight, but we can kind of appear. It's like stun? No, it's not like stun. They still get a turn. They're gonna get a turn every round. You're not decreasing the number of like turns they get. Having unholds run from you is funny. Yeah, kinda. But yeah, the two-handed hammer is not a good weapon against unholds. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying stagger isn't useful. It is an okay status effect, but the damage of the two-handed hammer compared to any other two-handed weapon against unholds, because the hammer is a weapon against armor, is poor. Yeah, cleavers, I mean, literally almost any other weapon type is better against unholds. So, not trying to be rude or anything, but the hammer is not, that is not the weapon. Stagger is fine, but not like great. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna run the bottom away further, and the top we're gonna position so that they are gonna charge in next turn. Keeping Van's Lightning a little bit far away from them. Unhold music is spooky. It is. Oh, I thought that one was in range. Let's see. So I could jump on top of this unhold. Neither one of these two can attack it. Yeah, that didn't go exactly. This turn didn't go exactly as I wanted. And we don't have Indom quite yet on Crackalack. Otherwise we could, you know, lock some in place. Protect the crossbow bow. Yeah, we're gonna make sure he doesn't get hit. Yeah, I think we're gonna retreat a little bit, one more. And in fact, what I might do, knowing how much beasts hate it when you've got high ground hexes, is occupy these ones all down here. And these will probably run up. Not 100% certain what they'll do, to be honest. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, good. So now we can just jump on this one and blow him up. Could also start attacking this unhold. The three of these bros aren't going to do a ton of damage. Ragged Edge 82 does have Fearsome, so you know, for what that's worth. I guess Xerxes will shoot the handgun. Warpick time? No, the spears are going to be better than the Warpicks. Warpick is a hammer classified weapon, so similar to the two-handed hammer, it is a anti armor weapon. Yeah, didn't get a ton of damage there. The team's not great for this fight. We're really not. Cool. So who's the next unhold we attack? This one up top? I guess it depends on what this one does, so we'll wait on XX. And the zoning bro. And kill for God? And hold captain down. Okay. So, who's the target? So if we went for this top one, that might be slightly easier to pull off. And keeps these guys safe. The downside is by sort of focusing on this unhold up here, I feel like that could put these bros down here in a slightly tenuous position, especially dealing with this unhold here. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting problem. The other target, of course, could be this one. He is already hurt. Might be slightly better, actually. Xerxes is weirdly durable. So, yeah. I don't even know that I attack this one. Probably don't. I'd probably just rather reposition. I guess I still get a morale check even if it's without fearsome. Or I just miss. So Ixax, we're gonna make sure we're pretty careful with. Maybe could have sort of sacked Kill for God's turn there and switched to the Great Axe, but I didn't. We've got Headhunter, so give this unhold a thwack to his head. Hopefully I can kill this unhold before it gets a turn. On the assumption that I can. And making it so that this alley-oop is less effective. Let's bring Xerxes to here. Alright, got him fleeing. Works for me. Okay, and I actually might move Crackalack out of zone of control intentionally so that this unhold, as it runs, gets hit by the Mansplitter. Because the order of priority for bros that get an attack of opportunity when enemies exit zone of control starts from the top and then rotates around clockwise. So by moving him out, he's probably going to take more damage as he tries to flee. Just like that. Okay. Not too bad over there. Crackalack taking down his second unhold this fight. Should you get Headhunter as you're using the flail? No. We're gonna keep you with defensive perks. The three-headed flail is mostly for zone of control type things. The only bro that can catch up to him this turn is Ragged Edge 82, who I don't want to get injured because I want to keep him, you know, with good. I suppose next side Tarkin as well. I also don't want him to get injured. So the bros that I'm worried about their mood are the ones I don't want to get injured. So yeah. For the company. So I kind of hate that I'm putting him there. Run him down. Oh, actually, he's a cultist. What am I talking about? He's okay to put there. I don't mind if the cultists get injured. Let's see. Advanced Lightning I do, though. That's the thing. I want to contribute to surround bonus. Oh, we'll probably kill him before he gets another turn. Oh, whoops. Don't let him leave? Definitely not. Okay. So that was a pretty clean fight. And we got a couple unhold hides. Only one giant skull and bones. This is the crafting item that we would most want to have, because that's what we can use to make the bone armor plating. Only got one of them. Is what it is. Okay. So, they no longer have unhold attacks, but they still have ambush trade routes. That makes this a pretty nice place to sell stuff. We also, I think, the unhold hide, there's a few recipes that it's good in, but the most value right now is actually this heavy war dog armor. I think we still have a couple unarmed or unarmored dogs, yeah, like at least 3, right? 4. And we would like to keep them safe. So I'm actually going to craft heavy war dog armor out of those unhold pelts. And we're going to put those on our unarmored dogs, like Brawler here, and Lasher. And in fact, we're probably going to keep our lineup kind of looking like this for the time being, where unfortunately we would like to maybe have it be different, because some of these bros we really do want out on the battlefield contributing, but the cultists sitting on the bench, again, is fine. We want all of our convertible bros out there, since there's the risk of the sacrifice event. Can you not make a bigger gun bag with them? No, the larger gun bag comes from serpent skin plus a hyena pelt. Do you bother selecting warhounds versus war dogs? I prefer warhounds, but either one is fine. All right, yeah, this is a pretty good sale price. I think it's time to just sell off a bunch of stuff. We have a hyena skin, so we could make a normal dog armor. We could. I think I'm gonna hang on to these to make the the hyena pelt attachment instead. The thought there is that's a pretty high value attachment, especially for Nimble Brothers. So I'm gonna hang on to the hyena pelts, especially since they only make the kind of normal dog armor anyway. I could hang on to some of these man-splitters temporarily. Nah, we'll get rid of them. We'll find more. All right, and suddenly we are swimming in money. Oh yeah, look at recruits. Did I ever look at recruits? We could fish for chads among the lowborn. We also could just look for cultists. I think the fact that there is a sacrifice event coming up makes me apprehensive about just hiring anyone that I'm actually wanting to keep. Cheap Wildman, maybe he's dumb. And maybe he is. But I don't feel comfortable hiring non-cultists at this time. Because again, even if they're dumb, there's going to be a sacrifice most likely before they are converted. And the number of, the chance of conversion for that event to proc, we need more cultists. So really what we're kind of looking to do is hire more cultists so that we can get a higher likelihood of the conversion event for the bros that we already have. So you're double timing me with Undomitable Snowman? Yeah, that's allowed. You can watch whoever it is you prefer, and you don't have to feel bad about it at all. He's an entertaining fella. Okay, so can I make use of this decayed coat of scales now that it's fixed up? Could put it on this bro. What's his usable fatigue at? Fine. This town has a tavern. Maybe we could check for rumors. Not a bad idea. We can look here in just a moment. Do you make range bros nimble? Pretty much always, yeah. Pretty much always. Okay. We can check the tavern for rumors. There's a place called Headcutter's Nest on the plains east of here, but no reference to a named item, so... Headcutter's Nest, it's still there. All right. We could do one pre-drink, just not enough to get people drunk, but enough to raise their spirits, just in case there's a sacrifice event. Okay, so we're gonna buy some ammo, because it's very cheap, and honestly probably buy the tools, and I'm kind of thinking some food too. The team's next adventure probably should be another trip out to the wilds. Another option would be we could head north to Hammererden and Husnarborg in Skandergaard. The things we would be looking for there are cultists to recruit, and then we could also be looking for bros, potentially recruitable bros, but also potentially just from the armorer, excuse me, the weaponsmiths, where we can get both the warhammers and the two-handed flanged mace. With the two-handed flanged mace, I feel like we could have Schrodinger fight the barbarian madman. It's an option. Food can proc a morale boost, but I have no idea how many different food types you need. I think the number of different food types you need for that event to fire is 6, and we just had it proc a little bit ago. So I suspect, I don't know what the cooldown is on it, but I'm pretty sure it's on cooldown. Let's see, what was this? Drive off. Yeah. We'll leave that there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's head north here. Advanced Lightning is so close to level 9. Ragged Edge ID2 is so close to level 10. You didn't see it, sorry. Oh, no problem. I suppose on our way there we could take out the Headcunter's Nest. The town is obsessed with it. Sure. That'll get us our level for our ambition. There's a brigand leader there. That's kind of nice. Can I explain the Kingsguard event? Oh, I don't know. I've never had it happen. Not a good person to ask. I know a little bit about it. You pick up a cripple. It has to be on like snowy ground near a town. And then after like a really long time waiting, they can turn into a Kingsguard. I don't know. I've never had it happen naturally in a campaign. So it's pretty rare. All right, so we got a fighting spear here on Ludger Bloodbeard. Wow, what a name. We're gonna put Crackalack right in his face. And we're just charging forward. Yeah, the leader has a fighting spear, and we need to take that. Exactly. Hopefully we'll get it. There's a king in Battle Brothers? Yeah, right? I mean, there's the King of the North, the Barbarian King. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know the flavor text for the Kingsguard event. Maybe there is a king. I thought that the world had sort of broken into tyranny of kind of warlords and such. Giant spruce. Ka-chunk! Hit that raider right in the head. I'm actually gonna back up to get a better angle to hit 3 enemies. There's so much they could do in Battle Brothers 2. True. There is so much they could do. Though, Overhype has been working on a different IP. Man, Kill for God has needed quick hands so many times. Maybe I could have got quick hands before Colossus. Not a bad round so far. Poor Briggies. Alright, so Giant Spruce has Headhunter active. So we can see a Briggy like this. Take him right out. The leader's gear might be good for a nimble set. Unfortunately, I feel like it's a missed opportunity, like it kind of should be. But this, like, leather scale armor is weirdly heavy. Yeah. It looks like it should be, though, visually. But unfortunately, is not actually that good, which is a shame. We might still want to dagger him down, though, for his helmet, because his helmet is not bad. Yeah, it doesn't look heavy, I agree. It's just leather scale armor, right? But unfortunately, it is heavy, which sucks. There's probably chainmail underneath. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. All right, run him down. We can take a look at the armor once we loot it. Because really I'm daggering him down here for the chance at getting his helmet. That's what I'm actually after here. It'd be weird if there wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is leather scale armor even actually historically a thing? Like, scale armor, definitely. Leather scale armor? Does that make sense? It's a 250 helmet? Something like that. I can't recall the value exactly. That might be right. Okay. Yeah, so this armor here at -16 fatigue is just a little too heavy. Studded leather is certainly not. Certainly not like historical or... I suppose, is studded is a little bit different from chain though, right? I mean, kind of. I guess I kind of get it. Maybe that's what this is supposed to represent, but it says leather scale. I don't know. Almost perfect for a nimble no hat, bro. I mean, yeah, I don't know. No. Oh yeah, it does say a mail shirt worn under a thick leather scale armor for added protection. I don't know. Whatever. But we did get this kettle hat with closed mail. So Pusik was right. This is a 250 helmet. This one's a pretty nice one to have available to us. And the thing I'm most excited to see, that's that fighting spear. And we also got Ragged Edge 82 to hit level 10. So we can take Hammer Mastery here, and that will allow the ambition to complete. Oh good. We need a little more hit points on this bro, so that +4 is perfect. We need this ambition to complete, and that will do it. Yeah, so many cool medium armors. Shame they're only usable in mods. Yeah, it would be nice if Nimble or Forge or something could be scaled to be more amenable to the medium armors. Because it would be cool to put bros in with like lower hit point values in medium armor. I don't know, whatever. We'll probably give the Fighting Spirit Advanced Lightning though, for now. You have a feeling Slurgy would take a famed Fighting Spear over any other weapon? It would be high on my list. If I had to just randomly take a named item though, I'm gonna be honest, it would still just be a two-handed flanged mace. But Fighting Spear would be up there in the list. Just need to get the tier 3 hammer now for him. Exactly. So we're gonna get some war hammers here soon. So we can replace this decayed closed flat top with mail, with the kettle hat with closed mail. That'll be a nice swapsy. Don't think I'll do anything here to Ixax. Hey Slurgy, you've been watching the VODs for a while now. You've been teaching me this game slowly and not without pain, but it's still a lot of fun. Hey, Praetorian44. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you were able to catch it live. I'm glad that you are entertained and educated. It is a game that is brutal. So don't feel bad that your learning is not without pain. That's normal. Gunner Farmhand, pretty unusual. Yes, very unusual. All right, and so we get the ambition completed. And I don't like the route that it's taking us. So even though that's probably telling me this is almost certainly just a continuous, yeah, well, okay. Okay. One of our sacrificial lambs gains some max fatigue. Sure. Why am I not using that famed shield? This one? Oh, I suppose we should. Fair enough. Good call. We should be, actually. Though, interestingly, in this fight, we don't need to. But we will. We should be. It is better. But we're going to use the heater shield because there's no ranged attacks in this particular enemy camp. Yeah, great event. That event could have been a sacrifice. We would have rather it had been. But oh well. What you gonna do? Thing you struggle with most is identifying what builds bros will be as they level after you hire them and then transitioning from early to mid game. Yeah, and that's the part that it's hard for me to give you like a single piece of advice that'll be a zinger that'll help you out. The reality is that's kind of the kind of art of this game. That's the part that is learned with experience, and it's kind of hard for it to be any other way. Yeah, fallen hero time. So here we've got this fallen hero with what looks like the 170 armor. So unfortunately I don't care that much about what he's got. It's a nice helmet though. That's true. So it is the decayed decorated full helm, and I do like that. So the advice that helped you some with that is to build your bros based on the gear you have and are about to get. Yes. And don't try too hard. The other piece of advice I'd give that's kind of tangentially related to what Lord Grognak says is build at least partially based on the needs of your company. There's a lot of like flowchart type build guides that exist out there on the internet, but the problem with following one of those is if you build an unbalanced team because of what's on the flowcharts, you are doing yourself a disservice. Like you're kind of hurting yourself. Does he have the flanged mace? He does. So you'll build a more effective company overall by trying to build like a balanced company. And that comes partially from recruitment. But yeah, don't pigeonhole bros, basically. Based on, you know, what they might be in a perfect world. These zombies are falling. Might still be able to dagger down this fallen hero anyway, for his helmet. I think we probably will. I think we will. You think it could be a 260 plate on a hero? It can be, but this one looks like, just kind of visually, the little bit of the armor you can see under the tabard, I think is the 170. It's kind of hard to tell. Daggering down fallen heroes might be your favorite activity in the early mid game. Yeah, it's a good feeling to get one of these armors. Oh my. Look at all these zombies that rose from the dead. But we'll take them right out. Okay. So the armor, oh, I was wrong. This is, in fact, the 260 armor. Well, I'm glad we did that. I feel a bit silly. Yeah, they're covered by the cloth on top, the tabard, the, you know, sort of cloth sheath above the armor. And I guess there's still like a bit of scale armor on the sleeve. Anyway, like I said, it's kind of hard to see. I'm glad we daggered that down though. Didn't get the helmet? That's fine. We are very happy with that. And so it's a little bit, where is it? Oh yeah, down here. It's a little bit damaged. So we'll go ahead and put that on Tom Cruise here to get fixed up. We'll put Tom Cruise in his celebratory sacrificial garb here. Lovely. And I'm not even going to bother chasing these undead. They're going to start going into the swamp. And I'm not going to chase them through that. I think the lost time there isn't worth it. I don't know. Maybe I could have caught them before they made it too far in, but 'tis okay. All right, so we're gonna go to Hammerer Den. It's a hard one to say. find some things to do with our money. No cultists. Again, I'm reluctant to hire anyone right now. The team is euphoric, and that's great. Yes, there might not be soon. We do have to kind of play around the sacrifice event for the moment. Yeah, so there was a Saleh there. Yeah, we're at the start of a sacrifice event window, basically. Exactly. Are vision debuffs even meaningful? They are on a bow, bro. I mean, they are on some. It's not totally irrelevant, but as long as you play around it, it's just fine. So the Saleh, however, is just like a good helmet. It's just very efficient at this fatigue value, and this is a good price for one. So we're definitely going to buy it. We're going to put it on a bro who we value very highly. Schrodinger is a great candidate, and so that's what we'll put on him. I'm looking to see if there's anyone who needs that nasal helmet, and I guess not. Kind of irrelevant until your polearm bro can't see 2 hexes at night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a few situations where it does matter. Goblin poison can reduce your vision, so, you know, between goblin poison and then certain traits like night blind or things like that, you might want to pay attention to it. And the Saleh, if you were going to use a bow bro, don't. But if you did, for example, you had a named warbow, then the Saleh would be the best helmet for that kind of brother. Because how far they can see really matters there. Okay, so I think we're going to move on from here. I mean, the other thing that stands out for me is the scale armor. I don't know. We're not going to bother. Yeah, Saleh is premium. Absolutely. So we're going to continue on to Husnarborg. Plethora of thralls. I see little walking bags of experience. We'll see how many of these pull out their throwing weapons. Not too many, actually. Alright, we're gonna move the tank up to that hex where Crackalack is standing. Plethora of experience is more like it. I like the way you're saying it. Exactly. Reminds you of a joke? Let's hear it, Lord Jingo. We're gonna try to blast the enemies that have the throwing weapons. Take them out so they can't throw no more. A man dies, and at his funeral, a man approaches the widow. He says to her, "Plethora," to which she responds, "Thanks. It means a lot." Oh my god. That is... I love it. I love dad jokes. That's a very good one. Another man approaches the widow and says, "Bargain," to which she replies, "Thank you. That means a great deal." Oh my god. You know, one of my good buddies, his dad loves those kind of jokes. He would love those. Oh no, their randomizer's broken. Okay, there it goes. Now we got a new one. Another walks up and says, "Globe." She says, "Thanks. That means the world to me." Oh man. These are great. I feel like with a little more brainstorming, we could think of more. I'm not thinking of any off the top of my head though. Not that are like common phrases. Huh. Alright, so first things first. Aha. We've got Erhard, the Odd. He is odd. Dark Paladin wanted to claim a sacrifice. And this shall be one. This bro is terrible. However, he can be sacrificed to Davkul, just like any other bro. He can also hold on to stuff for us, which is nice. Okay. It would be lovely to know if one of these bros were dumb, and then we could maybe recruit one, but not yet. That would be a like post-sacrifice event kind of thing. Okay, so there are warhammers here for sale. They're kind of hard to get other than just buying them, so I might just do that. There's another Saleh, probably end up buying that. There is not a bonk, which is a shame. There is a rondelle, so we'll probably get that. And noble swords. Yes, though I think the noble swords, they're pretty expensive, and I think we'll be able to find those. Determined is kind of, oh, Determined is great. Determined is a very good trait. However, you know, despite that being a very good trait, that bro is just not good enough. Yeah, one of the best, I agree. I think it is, it's definitely top 5 for sure, if not, in some situations, literally the best. More dogs. Yeah, there is actually a dog with armor for sale here. Kind of expensive. I'll probably not buy a cat chaser. Okay, that's a really great name though. But I will buy the one with armor. And screw it. We've got enough backup nimble armor sets, I think, on the bros sitting on the sidelines, waiting to be sacrificed. I don't think we need to hang on to spare nimble armors in the inventory. Ooh. Another man comes up and asks if he could say a word. The widow thanks him, saying, "That would be very nice." The man clears his throat and says, "Infinity." The widow replies, "Thank you, that means more than you could possibly imagine." Holy shit. That is good. That is so good. Curse word got there. Got another one. Damn. That's perfect. I love that. That's so good. Golf clap to you, sir. I'm gonna pin that. I like it. Okay. So, let's see if there's any good rumors. Another man comes up and says, "Mind if I say a few words too?" She says, "Please do." The man clears his throat and says, "Water pit." The widow says, "Thanks. I know you mean well." Oh my god. That one's good. The infinity one, though, really got me. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, so we're going to buy the Saleh. This is just a very efficient armor piece, as previously discussed. And then we are also going to buy both Warhammers, the Rondel, debating whether to buy the Fighting Spear or not. Those are a bit easier to come by from enemies. And we're a little bit low on money. Just a little. To where I'm kind of thinking about letting that one sit there for the time. For the moment. Buying that would put us at 3,000, which, you know, realistically would probably be okay. But there may be ways we want to use that money upcoming. Like, for example, training or things like that. Which actually, now that I say that out loud, our bros that are like level 5, we'll go ahead and pay for training. I don't know that I've talked about this before, but you get 3 options when you're at the training hall. So you get the sparring fight, which is 50% for 1 battle. Veterans lessons, 35% for 3. And rigorous schooling, which is 20% for 5. If you knew you were going to get into one really huge fight, like it was literally right outside wherever you are, you could get the sparring fight, and I think that would be fine. Otherwise, veterans lessons are just gonna be the best. That's all. Okay, any good food? Get the men some beer. Okay. All right. And I think that is a pretty good stopping spot for me. I think we will next stream, we'll probably head over to Skanderborg. Skandergaard. And we're gonna try to get a 2-handed flanged mace. If we can't get one there, I don't know, I guess we continue on to Hammerstead. We're gonna get a 2-handed flanged mace, and then we're gonna sweep the north looking for the barbarian madman. We already checked the tavern rumors. Nothing there. So, I think that's a pretty good place for me to call it for the evening. My wife got home from Pilates, and so I'm gonna go hang out with her for just a little bit before, you know, she goes to bed and stuff. So. Ooh, hold on, we got one more. Memory Gland says, yet another man approaches the widow, leans in close and whispers, ineffable. The widow replies, thank you. I do not have the words to express what that means to me, but you shouldn't have said it. Okay. I mean, that's another good one. That's another good one. Infinite is still, or infinity. That one stands out as the best. So good. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. I should be back tomorrow, and we'll be on more Cultist adventures. So the company is doing really well now. We finally doing great. So, to all of you, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. Ta-ta.